The Stoics have always had a way of looking at the world that can feel both comforting and challenging at the same time. Imagine a world where everything is seen as a temple of the gods. The sunrise, the sunset, the mountains, the oceans. In moments of reflection, like during the pandemic, I realized something important about myself. Like many of us, I had dealt with feelings of anxiety, but I never realized just how deep it ran within me. When life slowed down, I had more space to face the emotions I had been running from. And that's when I realized depression, too, wasn't just about the world around me, it was inside me. At first, I thought Stoicism was about being immune to pain and emotion, about achieving this invincible calm. But the truth is, even the Stoics struggled with what we would call depression. If they hadn't, they wouldn't have written down so much about how to deal with it. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. These men weren't without feelings. They didn't pretend to be emotionless. Instead, they confronted their emotions head-on, and through that process, found peace. So today, I want to talk about 10 Stoic strategies for dealing with depression. Lesson 1, take it one step at a time. The Stoics believe that life isn't built all at once, it's built step by step. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we don't control the outcomes, but we control the next action. Depression can feel overwhelming, like you're staring at an impossible mountain. But instead of trying to tackle everything at once, focus on the immediate task. Do the next thing in front of you. Step by step, you'll move through it. Lesson 2, embrace the present moment. Life is happening now, in the present. Marcus Aurelius also tells us to be grateful for this moment, even if it's hard to see the value when things feel grim. Depression pulls us into the past and future, into regrets and worries. But as the Stoics taught, what you control is how you respond right now. Choose to focus on what is within your grasp in the present, no matter how small it may seem. That's how we find meaning. Lesson 3, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. When we feel depressed, our minds become flooded with opinions about ourselves, the world, and what's wrong. Marcus Aurelius said we don't need to have opinions about everything. We can choose not to label experiences as good or bad. By learning to see things for what they are, without the emotional baggage we often attach to them, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. You don't need to believe that everything is ruining your life. Let it be what it is. Lesson 4, don't ignore your emotions, understand them. The Stoics didn't suppress their emotions, they processed them. Seneca wrote letters to his friend Lucilius to explore his emotions, and Marcus Aurelius did the same. Depression is a powerful emotion, but when you deny it, you let it control you. Instead, face it. Ask yourself questions about it. Why do I feel this way? What can I learn from this feeling? When you understand the root of the emotion, it loses its power. Lesson 5, most of what we fear never happens. Seneca's insight that we suffer more in imagination than in reality is critical when it comes to depression. Often, depression is fueled by fears of the future or regrets about the past, things that haven't happened or that we can't change. The Stoics taught us to face the present, not to waste time worrying about things that are out of our control. When you live in the moment, you stop torturing yourself with scenarios that may never come to pass. Lesson 6, choose your perspective. What are you learning from this? Epictetus taught that every situation in life has two handles. You can either see a challenge as an opportunity for growth or as a burden that drags you down. Depression can feel like being trapped in an impossible situation, but the Stoics believe that even in hardship, you can choose how you respond. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger from this moment? By shifting your perspective, you start to regain control over your emotions. Lesson 7, control what you can, let go of what you can't. The Stoics were all about focusing on what is within your control and letting go of the rest. Depression often pulls us into a spiral of frustration over things we can't change. But what you can control is how you respond, how you frame the situation, and what you do next. Shift your energy into things that are within your power, whether it's your behavior, your thoughts, or your actions. Lesson 8, develop a routine and stick to it. One thing Stoics are known for is their discipline. They believed in routine because it anchors the mind and helps reduce feelings of chaos. When depression has you feeling lost, it's easy to drift. But a structured routine can help bring stability back into your life. Whether it's daily walks, journaling, or regular meditation, commit to actions that ground you in the present. Lesson 9, walk it out. Seneca and Nietzsche both talked about how walking can be a powerful tool for the mind. When your mind feels cluttered, go for a walk. Leave your thoughts behind. Go outside, get moving, and let the physical activity reset your mind. The Stoics didn't just talk about philosophy, they lived it. They understood the connection between the body and mind and how physical movement can bring mental clarity. Lesson 10, the most practical tool for the mind. Journaling is something I highly recommend, and it's also a practice that the Stoics embraced. Marcus Aurelius kept his meditations, a series of private reflections that helped him process his thoughts. Writing gives you a way to make sense of your feelings, especially when depression clouds your thinking. The best way to start journaling is simply to start. Write about your day, your thoughts, your worries, your frustrations. The act of putting your emotions on paper is a form of release. In the end, the Stoics remind us that life is full of challenges, but it's how we respond to them that shapes our experience. Depression doesn't have to define us. It's something we can face, understand, and work through. The Stoic way isn't about eliminating pain or emotion. It's about accepting it, learning from it, and using it as an opportunity for growth. Each small step, each shift in perspective, and each moment of mindfulness is a victory. If you take just one of these strategies and apply it daily, you'll slowly start to regain control over your thoughts, your emotions, and your life. The journey may not always be easy, but with patience, persistence, and these timeless Stoic principles, you'll find a way to navigate the storm. Remember, the present moment is a gift, and it's yours to shape. Keep moving forward and know that with each step, you're becoming stronger and wiser.